Did you hear the difference? The broken tone and vibration versus the solid, the ferrous versus the non-ferrous. Finally, we have a pinpointer that can ID ferrous versus non-ferrous. It's a new PRO-FIND 35 by Minelab. Just got this in the mail today. Wanted to show you guys really quickly before I run out the door. Ferrous tone ID, 2 different responses help you identify ferrous junk from non-ferrous treasure. Has adjustable sensitivity. It's waterproof up to 10 feet, 3 meters. Tie-viz, obviously, audio and vibration, holster and lanyard with a battery included, $129 USD. This is going to be hard to beat, you guys. I've been wanting a new pinpointer with this capability for a long time. I'm going to have to go out into the field and do a little bit more testing with this. I had a chance really quickly at Detectival to use it, and I was super impressed with it. It was kind of overshadowed by the Equinox at Detectival. But anyway, I just wanted to throw this out here really quickly for you guys to see this, and a more in-depth review will be on the way. See ya. What's up, guys? It's been a couple weeks now since I first got a hold of the PRO-FIND 35 pinpointer by Minelab, and I've had a couple weeks to test it out. I've got to say, I'm very, very impressed with its ability to discriminate between ferrous and non-ferrous targets. This comes in really handy, especially if you're in an iron-laden site and you're coin hunting, because how many times have you gotten inside of that hole and you start probing around and you pull out a nail, and then you stand back up and you get your machine out, and then you hit it and you hear a high tone in there still, so you get back down and you pull out another nail and then you stand back up, and this process goes on forever. This takes a lot of that up and down sequence out of the picture, so you can just stay down and listen for that non-ferrous target, pull your coin out, get up, rescan the hole, because that's what we do. It's good practice to do that, and move on. It saves you a lot of time. I'm especially digging that this is fully submersible, and I know a lot of people have talked about, its abilities for hunting in underwater situations and coin hunting, but no one has talked about its potential for prospecting yet. This is going to be an amazing tool for those people that like to do sniping and crevicing in rivers and things like that, where you go down and you stick this in some cracks in bedrock and you just listen for that non-ferrous tone. And this essentially becomes like the world's smallest metal detecting coil, and it gets you into a lot of places where gold likes to hang out, and no one has talked about that yet. So we're going to test it on some gold here today as well, so we can kind of get an idea about how sensitive this would be for gold prospecting applications. For that, we're gonna use this as a measuring device. I want you guys to see how small this gold is that we're going to be testing. Can you even see that? I mean, that is teeny tiny. Look how small that is. I'm not proud of it. Yeah, I'd like to find bigger gold. Who wouldn't? But, that's your bread and butter. There's one. As you can see with the sub-gram gold nugget, you've got to be about a 1/4 inch or less away before the pinpointer will start detecting it. That's actually really good for how teeny tiny that little nugget is. On the big one, you got to get it about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch away before you start hearing the pinpointer hit on it. And just for kicks, throw in the silver quarter test there, and I would say the test that I found to be most interesting was how good this can ID iron within about an inch. Do I find it to be a deep enough and accurate enough pinpointer? Absolutely. I always think it's funny when people say, well, how deep does the pinpointer go? Well, actually, you don't want a pinpointer to go deep, because that kind of makes it not able to pinpoint, especially if there's other stuff around the target that you're after. the ID on this, the fact that it works within about an inch or so, will save you a lot of heartache chasing around those iron targets that are in the same hole as your coins. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to check the description for the in-depth write-up on Minelab's Treasure Talk blog site. There's a couple other Minelab ambassadors that did excellent write-ups on this already. I highly recommend you check those out. See you next time.